Run Cowboy Run is a trick-taking style card game. Players take turns discarding their cards and taking tricks, taking and keeping all the cards that have been collecting up in the discard pile. Players move their cowboys by playing pairs or more, taking tricks, and collecting gold-suited cards. This is a race to the finish line. You're trying to get your cowboy to move as far and as fast as you can by winning points, and there are many ways to accomplish that. You can play a pair from any mix of the 5 suits, which gains you 2 points, moving you 2 spots forward. But watch out, the next player might add a card to that pair, making it a 3 of a kind and moving their cowboy 3 spots. If you're real lucky, you might even be able to make a 5 of a kind, moving your cowboy 5 spots. But if a player can't, or for strategic reasons doesn't want to play a card on their turn, the previous player wins the trick, collecting all the played cards in the current discard pile and moving their cowboy 1 spot closer to the finish line. Then a new discard pile will begin. Since players always have 3 cards at the end of their turn, eventually the draw pile will become empty and that leg of the race is over. Now it's time to count up your gold cards that you've collected taking tricks. Players get to move 1 spot for every gold suited card they collected from tricks in that leg of the race. Collecting gold cards is a great way to win. This is not a game of pure luck. There's even more added strategic depth thanks to the special cards. For instance, on your turn, if you have a 5, it's wild and can be played anytime and resetting the discard pile. Or you could possibly play the 7, also wild, to take the trick and move your cowboy 1 space. This is a great card to hold and play when there's a lot of gold cards collected in the discard pile. You can collect a lot of gold for the end of the leg and possibly win the game. Don't forget about the 9s. 9s force the next player to play a 9 or lower. Finally, there's hazard cards. You could play a bull stampede, dynamite, rattlesnakes, and more against any player on your turn. These are super fun and super powerful cards. You take the trick, moving your cowboy up 1 spot, and also forcing another player of your choice to move their cowboy back 2 spots. Run Cowboy Run is easy to learn and you can start playing within 5 minutes. It's fast paced and depending on the number of players, games can be played in just 10 minutes, so you'll find yourself playing it multiple times in a row. Run Cowboy Run gives you a lot of options to create a winning strategy. It's especially fun to play off the prior player's pair and move your cowboy even more spaces than they did. But then, you watch as the next player does the same to you. That creates really fun moments and smiles all around the table as players one-up each other. Since you only have 3 cards in your hand, turns move fast, with players making tough choices to try to win. Finding the right time to play the right special cards is something you'll master with experience. Run Cowboy Run is for 2 to 6 players, for ages 10 and up, and published by the Fruckus Company, so get your copy today.